is actually the problem. And that's where all the kidnapping are happening. It's not something that you would heard happen in Cap Haitian or Jacmel or any other places in Haiti. Port-au-Prince is actually the problem, not Haiti.
And Cité du Soleil is the most dangerous in
Cité
Port-au-Prince.
Exactly. And have been since 2004 until now. It still is.
Damn.
Just picking up some water to give out when we get to the slum. Food security is terrible in this country. Okay, so we're just kind of arriving now. We just passed the armored vehicle, and you said this is the area where there's rival gang shootouts?
Yeah, exactly. This is where exactly that the rival gangs, the what you call the GPIP and the G9 will start their fights.
And that's the gang names, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so this is like the border area of G9's territory?
Yes, exactly. This is the checkpoint. Yeah. Agwan.
We watching? Nah,
so
bro,
we've
this
arrived
episode
at the
2.
checkpoint.
You didn't see this one, bro.
It's all good?
Yeah, you get
Yeah. Okay, this is a very intense area. We just pulled over. There was like 4 guys ran out with massive machine guns. Going to meet one of the gang members who's at the outpost here. This is the checkpoint far down there. It's basically like a war zone. So Sean, we've just arrived at this gang checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
And can you just introduce this man and what does he do here?
G9 qui est en face Brooklyn. Brooklyn c'est GPEP. G9 c'est la caille nous.
They're fighting against other rival gangs, which called G9. So what they're doing, they want to come inside of Cité Soleil and start shooting and putting fire in some housing. So their jobs here is to protect any invasion from G9.
And this like brick wall, this is the front line right here.
Yeah, this is the brick wall. And then they are
I
right
saw
down
another
there.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
them.
is like no man's land in between.
Yeah, exactly.
Reminds me of war zones I've been to in the Middle East and places like
Well,
that.
that's exactly what is happening here. You can see all the bags with dirt in them,
Right.
and all those blocks. And he just tell me of camera just recently they knocked all those blocks down with bullets.
The other gang.
The other gang, so they had to fix it.
And when was that?
Mardian.
This Tuesday.
Okay, so
past, yeah.
just a few days
Yes,
ago.
recently, yes.
How often are you engaged in shootouts?
Dès que ça reprend chaque 3 jours. De temps en temps on va nous.
Almost every 3 days.
Every 3 days?
Yes.
Right, so right now anything could happen.
Nous jeunes font poser.
Yeah.
Mais nous pas là nous chita dans
The G9 gang with barbecue, that is actually a shooting toward them.
So barbecue, for people who don't know, is the leader of the other
The leader
gang.
of G9.
Once a Haitian police officer, he is now the leader of a powerful confederation of gangs called G9.
Okay, we're almost done here. We can't stay for too long.
Okay, let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
check.
Damn, I remember hearing about that nigga. He burned niggas alive. That's why they call him barbecue.
So we just pulled over and we've been told by this guy to park the car
Yeah.
here because
When they're shooting.
the bus will protect from stray bullets. Is that right?
Yeah. So when they're shooting, this bus, bullets will hit this bus.
And not your
so
car.
that my car, so I have to put my car in this area. So when they shoot it, when the bullets coming from that area, so it doesn't hit my car.
It's really that frequent. It's
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
It's
time.
happening all the time.
Okay. There's buildings that look like a full-blown war zone. You know, there could be parts of Syria. Look like they've been bombed. So now we're going to jump on some motorbikes.
Yes, and then we're gonna go inside.
Right.
Deep inside of Cité Soleil.
Deep. And so the deeper you go in, does that mean it's safer than like the outskirts?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what would happen? They have control of the whole area inside where they are. But now, what happened is the checkpoint is protecting him from invading.
Right. We have to get on bikes now because there's flooding up here. It's an absolute mess, this neighborhood. It's completely... Okay. So I had to lower the camera there because it was a sensitive area. But yeah, this place is absolutely... This is one of the most desperate places I've ever been. Flooding, sewage, destroyed houses.
That's how you get to the city, nigga? That's crazy.
This guy's got serious skills on a motorbike, 3 of us, and he's driving up curbs.
Bonjour.
That's not filming him. They're very sensitive to the camera. Even because it's facing me, they think it's facing the other ways because there's gang members there. Got to be super careful. Been to conflict zones all over the world, some desperate places, slums in all kinds of countries in Africa, in Latin America. This is the most desperate, hellish place
That water got
I've
everything
seen.
you
I've just
can
got
think
here.
of, bro.
I can't really process this at the moment.
Everything you can think of is in that damn water.
Go to...
We just have to walk quickly along there because you can't go to the coast here because there's snipers from the other gang who will shoot from down the coast. So we had to move quite quickly there. They even shoot children apparently.
That's
Here
crazy.
we are in these smoky shacks.
Bro.
This part of the coast is safe, but it's the one to the left, which is...
The one to the left is not safe. Actually, the port, it used to be on the left side.
Okay.
So because of the shooting, they relocated to the right side.
They were shooting here right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're walking past the houses here. This is made out of portaloos here.
Damn. How did they give birth, bro?
So just look at these living conditions. This is plastic and old corrugated iron.
I got 6 children right here, and I lived a bad life.
You were born here,
I'm born here. I got 40 years right here.
40 years living here. And can you explain to, where I come from, this is really hard to understand, living in these conditions. What's it like?
Very difficult. If God is not protect me, I dead already. Because got so many young guys I know already dead all the time. We got fighting together. I don't know why.
How do you earn money here?
Money?
Yeah,
Money.
no money.
If we want to get some money, we're supposed to get the boat to go to fish it. This is the way we make the money from the sea.
So in the area we just were, they were shooting 30 minutes ago, just before we arrived. When we arrived at the checkpoint, they would have been shooting here. By the time we made it in, we walked past that area. So the fishermen have to move around. When the shooting happens, they have to kind of change the fishing depending on where the fire's coming from. Met a nice guy here. You can see he doesn't want to be on camera, but he's lived here his whole life. He says he can't imagine living here. He's living in these corrugated iron shacks made out of broken construction site toilets. So we've just arrived at the toilet on this beach, and the locals have to pay to use this. It goes straight into the water. And the people are bathing here. There's fishermen. They catch their fish from here. There's floating feces here. What do you think of that? Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Right. Have you not seen this before,
You
Sean?
see that nigga
First
pooping
time
right
I've seen
there?
I've been coming here since 2003.
Right.
I've never noticed was existed here. See the fishermen,
There's a
they
guy
fishing.
walking in this.
Yeah, they're walking and shit. And they go and bathe on that sea.
Yeah.
So this is where they wash
That's
themselves.
insane, disgusting.
They
I'm
wash-
sorry, man. Just put it out.
Of course.
That doesn't
They
make
must
sense.
be disease.
Nigga, look at that, bro.
So this is the toilet here. Some toilet paper used there. We just saw a girl come in and use it and... Sorry. And use this toilet. Okay, I'm just composing myself. This is... oh my God. This place is really shocking. Not sure how well I captured coming in. It was moving really fast. We were like riding through, flooding. There's guys with guns everywhere. When we arrived, they ran up to the car with these massive weapons. They're gonna show us the weapons soon. There's things on fire. There's rubbish everywhere. There's these toilets. They're swimming in the feces. So you can make out this is all the feces here just floating. People come, they swim. I'm standing on trash right now. This is all rubbish. Keep in mind the fishermen have to be careful of bullets hitting them. So they caught that fish from just there.
From that sea where you saw they were doing their needs as well.
The toilet.
The toilet. So that's where they catch that fish. I wonder if they're not going to get sick.
Can you ask, do you ever get sick or you never get sick?
No. No?
Strong immune system.
It looks like it.
The airport is just behind Cité du Soleil slum here.
That's a slum.
Are they not
Real,
worried about
bro.
like a bullet going up and hitting a plane?
They never do that.
No? But by accident or something? No?
Sometimes they fight to get there, ba 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 ba, and then
Yeah.
the plane's coming. Oh, they never fight. Boom. They
Right.
never do that.
So the plane's like, the airport's
Safe.
right there. All the
Airport-
tourists are coming
airport-
in.
Yes.
And the tourists like have no idea what's happening below them, right? So these tourists come in, they might go to nice beach resorts and stuff, and right below the airport where they're touching down their first,
Maybe.
contact with the country, this is happening. Yeah, thanks.
That's crazy, bro.
Is this lady gonna show us her house, Sean?
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, ça c'est
Ok.
carré ça. C'est carré ou bien lui? Combien de monde qui vivent dans ça?
There's a bullet hole there.
Yeah.
So you'll just be sitting here and just bullets rain down over the whole neighborhood all the time, every day.
That's something that happens constantly. Just while we were here, I heard a bullet. While you were filming, interviewing him, I heard the bullet, and I was like asking one of them, "Was that a bullet?" They said, "Yep, that's coming from the G9."
We watching some documentaries
So
right now,
there's
my guy.
actually 5 people living in here.
5.
5 people.
5 people, bro.
Okay, so basically they have
3 on the
3
bed, 2
people
on the floor.
sleeping in the bed, and 2 people slept on the ground. When it's raining, it's actually a struggle for them. They have the tent sheet.
Yeah.
You can see the holes in it.
Yeah.
So when it's
Damn.
raining, they got flooded. And also, the bed that they're sleeping on, it would be flooded with water. So they will use this plastic bag and put it on the bed, and they will take those containers here, and they will collect the rainwater and throw it outside.
Okay.
And then once it's done raining, they will be able to sleep again.
Right.
So they would have to stand the whole night if it's raining.
Do you have to pay rent here, or how does it work?
You pay?
Oui.
Yeah, they have to pay rent.
Dès qu'on paye $400, qu'on y a monté $600.
3,000 goods every 6 months.
Okay, so 6,000 a year.
Et puis il fait chaud.
Man, bro.
Sauna.
Yeah, I'm
What
ready,
do you
man.
see for your
Ready.
future? Will you stay here, or would you like to
Qu'est-ce que vous
leave?
pensez
You pay
pour
rent
en
there?
futur? Vous pensez
Sorti.
Escape.
Sin de gen mwen, nou tap sorti pou nan fè mè kay de.
So it's not safe. There is always shooting. People are dying. If she had the need, she would leave already, but she doesn't have it for now. And that's why she still remain in Cité Soleil.
And have you lost anybody close to you in any fighting?
Gon kouzem ki.
Nah, I haven't watched the Sudan one.
She have a cousin that was killed. He was coming back from work, and then they shot him.
That's crazy.
So this is a new house. You can see the
The
new.
tent sheet is all new. You can go in.
Got that new tent.
So this is how people live here, on rubble. There's a bed there, but that's it. It's just rocks.
That's crazy, bro.
Piles of rocks. Some cooking stuff. Kitchen here. This is easily the most desperate place I've ever seen in my life. Sean? Yep. What's happening here?
Breadfruit.
Grapefruit?
Breadfruit.
Breadfruit. Yeah. Can you just explain like what it's made from?
She's going to do a stew, and she's gonna go around the neighborhood and sell it. But she make it with breadfruit.
What's that?
Breadfruit, it's you'll find it mostly in the Caribbean. If we remember with history, that is something that the French used to feed the slave with. And it was actually a neglect in the Haitian community everywhere, that many people didn't even eat it. But during those problem with food insecurity and with hunger, now it's time to eat the breadfruit again. It's actually a fruit that is grown in a tree.
Okay.
It looks green. And then once it's ripe, it's ready to use. So they pick it and they cook it, boil it. And after that, they beat it up until it become like a stew. Yeah,
I agree with you,
And
bro.
how much does it cost for one portion?
Combien on vend ti bol tom-tom là?
Pour $15.
$15? Oh, 75 goods.
It's like a lot of food for a really cheap price.
Yes.
Okay, and would you say that most people eat this?
Oh, a lot of people, even all over Haiti, are eating tom-tom nowadays.
Right. Okra?
That's the
Sound mad? Nah, bro, I ain't mad,
I've
nigga.
seen these little bank
I said,
kiosk
yeah, I
stands
agree.
around.
I ain't mad,
These
bro.
are actually lottery, so people play lottery here and you can win 2,000 goods. Guess lottery exists everywhere, right?
$1,013.
High this pile of things rise.
This is like the runoff from the nicest like parts of the city up in the mountain area, like the hotel I'm staying in, and then there's also hotels there where you can pay like $5,000 a night US dollars, and all the rubbish and the trash gets washed down here into basically the poorest place in the west.
Exactly.
This is probably the poorest place in the Western Hemisphere where we are right now.
It
right?
is, exactly. It's the Cité Soleil. I mean, in some areas, they don't even pick up the trash. And when it's rain, there is no other places that it would wash off. So it comes down to that area of Cité Soleil. Then they would have to suffer.
Would you say that that's a metaphor?
I mean, if they themselves are quite dirty, what do you think they're going to do to the streets that they go about? What do you think they're going to do to the other people?
plus
All the
you barely
rubbish
got
comes here, even to burn them.
neighbors.
The government burns
Sign me
rubbish,
up.
it doesn't put it in landfill.
No, they burn them.
There's no
Where you
landfill.
at?
No, there is no landfill.
I think you got hella neighbors,
The
bro.
fence here is made of an old
Hella
old bed
neighbors in
spring.
the slums, man.
Sean, this is one of your projects that you do some work, charity work here, right?
Oh,
and
yes.
there's you say yams and peas
They have
being grown
yams
here.
here. They have peas, sweet
Oh,
potato.
that's cool that he doing that.
papaya.
Are these given out to families to cook and things?
Yes.
And you want to make this bigger?
Yeah, we should get
Oh,
it bigger.
now in
because
Utah?
I can see that they are
Yeah.
very motivated. We bought them the plants, we bought them the soil. They're doing pretty well with it. So I think the organization, the NGO, is thinking of enlarging it, making it bigger.
So we're just arriving at the hospital here. Is this a functional hospital?
Yes, sometimes. But if there is rival gang fighting, the doctors or the nurses will
Hey,
not
yeah,
be able to
definitely,
come.
bro.
They receive all kind of patients in
Yeah,
this
you
hospital.
are, bro. Better than NBA
mostly
Youngboy.
those who have hit by gun wounds.
This is an empty hospital.
Yes. As I was just informed now that there were patients and people that was hit by gun wounds, and they already removed them, relocate them to the other hospitals. That happened yesterday.
There's blood stains from gang war yesterday.
This is all the blood
You virgins.
you see in the ground.
When there's a shootout or something, then the doctors will come in, they'll help people, and they'll move them to the compound down the street, which is Doctors Without Borders. And yeah, but there's blood on the ground, there's blood everywhere.
That's crazy,
Mad.
bro.
Mad. After filming those blood scenes, you can hear now, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's machine guns being fired over this wall just after we come out looking at those blood stains, walk out. There it is.
You might got shot where you're standing.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to stand against
Yeah,
this wall
yeah.
because bullets come over the top.
Yeah, you hear they keep shooting. It's a lot. And then they were showing me on that container here, that's where bullets hit. Let's go here until the shooting stops.
So to leave
leave Cité
today,
Soleil, we're gonna have to cross to the area where the shooting is.
we're gonna have to go through the shooting.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
So we can hear bullet holes all around us. I think they're coming from this way. So, we're gonna have to drive through that. So here's a building which is, you can see it's crumbled down. This is from the earthquake in 2010, which, destroyed many houses here, and still they're not fixed. So behind me is the school here, and I wanted to show the school and, show the good work, because they actually feed people here, and there is an organization that, helps fund this. They provide education and food, which is obviously very important, but everybody's left because of the shooting, so we can't go inside.
That
It's all
shit
locked
crazy.
350 kids in there. And then we have the kitchen on that side.
I'm going to leave a link below to Third World Awareness is the name of the NGO, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can't show you the work because they've run from the shooting. But, you can understand, I don't really think you have to see in there to see why it's needed. This place is very desperate, right?
Yeah.
And so, any donations that you guys have, they'll go a long way. How you were saying, like a meal is very cheap, like that.
A meal is very cheap. A meal will cost about $2 US.
$2 US.
So what we do, we have one big meal for all of them. Provide them with a lunch.
And so if somebody donated $10, that's 5 kids' meals
That's
taken
5
care
kids
of.
are
Just
taken care of
$10.
already, yes.
Like many of us spend that for a coffee and a sandwich. So if somebody wants to, chip in.
And we also take care of the teachers. We give them a little bit of money, like $200, $100.
Right.
For the year.
It's a Canadian organization?
It's a Canadian organization from Toronto. Been working with them since 2003. Since then, they have been working in different aspects. Building housing for them, fixing their homes that are leaking, like those 10-sheet houses, and building the school, building trench, and building a garden for them. So there is a lot of things that we do in Cité Soleil. We actually left our footprints here.
Sounds like a great project, so I'll leave the information below, and you can go on and donate and read more about it. There's lots of information there, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Damn, bro. Slum's real. So you gotta be thankful now, bro. You gotta be thankful for everything that you got.
Driving through the floodwaters again. And we have to, we've been told that there's no shooting currently at our checkpoint. There is at another checkpoint, but not at the one we're going to go through. So we've got to get through this checkpoint and basically get out of here while we can. You got to choose your moments here, and I take the advice of these guys when to go. Look at this.
That's crazy, bro. Everyday normal shit, bro.
I have no words for this. Whoa! Almost crashed into that wall. So basically now we have to just get out of here because we don't want to be caught in crossfire.
Water everywhere,
Merci, monsieur.
Okay.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
So we've just got back in the car that we parked behind this school bus so it wouldn't get shot. Now we have to go back through the checkpoint and hopefully get out of here unscathed.
Suddenly we were told that we had to get out immediately as a big shootout was about to happen. We had to drive past the soldiers gang who were about to go to war. Fortunately, we made it past the checkpoint and the soldiers out of it. Damn, we witnessed something beyond words. What happened? happened, nigga?
Something happened on the way home.
What happened?
Yeah. We saw something. My brain is
Saw
running
what,
circles
nigga?
right now. It's not really functioning as it should be. We saw a kidnapping.
Bro, what?
We saw a kidnapping. When we left, you know, we had to get out of there. We had to get out because there was about to be a full-on shootout. That's all we were focused on. We had to get out. They were going to show us some of the guns and things on the way out. That was the original plan, but then we were warned there's going to be a battle. There were gunshots going all day. We were being warned not to walk in certain places. We saw blood on the ground. We heard gunshots. We were hiding behind walls. We obviously saw the weaponry. We met high-ranking gang members. Very high-ranking. And yeah, we just had to get out of there. There was guys everywhere driving towards the front line. We got out of there, and on the way home, I can't tell you where it was. I can't give you details because I will be putting people's lives in danger. I can't share the intricate details of what happened this afternoon here in Port-au-Prince, but we saw a kidnapping after we left Cité du Soleil, Sun City, that slum that was hell on earth, really, you know, and that's what the people themselves were calling it. I've never seen, you know, I've been to some of the most desperate places in the world, and that's at the top. Not only the extreme poverty, the lack of food, the terrible living conditions, the no insulation, the holes in the roof with the rain coming through, the rocks on the ground that people sleep on. But then there's constant gunfire, there's bullets coming through people's windows, there's, you know, gang members. There was a whole other part of that neighborhood we didn't go into that had just been completely torched and blown up, and the rival gangs, they turn off each other's electricity, they shut off water supply, and who suffers? It's the people living there, you know, you saw them. You saw the living conditions. We left and we saw these guys surround this car with weapons and took this person out of the car, and we didn't see the rest. We got out of there, you know. Nothing we could have done. Only
bruh.
gotten ourselves injured or worse. Something. Yeah, this is the real deal, this place, for sure. You know, I saw lots of things today, many things that, you know, I couldn't share, but, you know, I don't want to get anybody killed. We were just talking about kidnappings in the last video. Today, saw one. What can I add to that, you know? I can't say anything. Nothing I can do without, you know, putting not only myself in grave danger, but, you know, the people who are looking after me here. So see you in the next video. Still got lots more days in this country.